Hello, I'm Michael Bybee. One of the many jobs of Harris County Judge is keeping Harris County residents prepared in the event of an emergency, like a hurricane. Joining us today to talk about the 2013 season is Harris County Judge Ed Emmett. Judge, great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Good to be here.
We're fully underway into the hurricane season. Should we be worried?
Well, we live in a hurricane-prone zone, so it's always something that people need to prepare for. And hopefully you're prepared by now,
right,
now that we're in the middle of the season. But if you prepare and we don't get a storm, it's no harm, no foul.
Sure. So talk a little bit about that. What do you, as Harris County Judge, encourage people to do to prepare?
Well, the main thing is to know what area you live in terms of, are you in a potential hurricane evacuation zone? Are you in an area where you're likely to have to ride out the storm, shelter in place, or now that famous phrase, hunker down?
Right.
And so your preparations are a little bit different. If you live in an evacuation zone, then you need to have a kit ready to throw in the automobile or the truck in order to evacuate. If you're going to ride out the storm, then you need to have all the supplies on hand to do that.
Is there a way to find out whether or not you live in an evacuation zone?
Absolutely. The easiest way to find out all information is to go to readyharris.org, and you can access the hurricane evacuation zones. They're designated by zip code, so when we do call for an evacuation, we'll call it by zip code.
Talk a little bit about there's an ability for people to sign up for alerts and or social media updates. That seems new.
Same thing, readyharris.org. Out at our Office of Emergency Management, we try and stay on top of new technology, and signing up for the social media and the alerts is one way of doing that.
That's great. I mean, I think technology, people are always on their phones,
right,
new apps and stuff. I mean, it makes sense to me.
You get the breaking news alert
yeah,
all the time.
Sure. And I guess in addition to, and this goes without saying, just staying in communication and listening, reading, up to date on alerts as they come in, as the storm potentially approaches.
No, absolutely, and the storms that start out in the Atlantic and work their way across, in many ways those are easier. The ones that worry me more are the ones that pop up in the Gulf and 48 hours later they're on land.
So what is your office doing to prepare for the season?
Well, it's a year-round operation. The Harris County Office of Emergency Management is at TransStar, great facility. And they prepare along with the partners. It's not just Harris County. It's,
right.
We have 34 cities in
Sure.
Harris County. We have the private sector partners, who's going to supply fuel on the evacuation routes, all of those things. And that's done year round. So it's not a matter of looking up one day and saying, hurricane season, so we got to get ready.
So do I understand that you guys are expanding? I mean, the Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Management is expanding.
Right.
Talk a little bit about that.
Well, the TransStar facility is expanding, and I encourage people to take tours out there all the time.
I didn't realize you could do that.
Oh yes, it's a remarkable facility, and it's a joint operation of the Texas Department of Transportation, Harris County, City of Houston, and Metro. And people talk about all the time, why don't governments cooperate more?
Right.
This is a great example of that.
So where is that facility located?
It's out on Old Katy Road. I believe that's the address.
Gotcha. So if people are interested in coming down, just because it sounds, I've never been there, but I've heard it's amazing.
Right.
Is Ready Harris the website to go?
ReadyHarris.org can give you that information.
It's a very
also.
comprehensive website.
It
Anything you want to know about emergency
indeed.
preparedness, ReadyHarris.org. Judge, great talking with you. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
To learn more about Harris County emergency preparedness and other Newsmaker segments, visit ComcastNewsmakers.com. I'm Michael Bybee.